I'm reading from my novel, And God Said, Billy. Then, in one of the most direct leadings I'd ever had, and almost surefire as the time I was led to write down God's first draft of The Calling, God sent me a vision of Arab women by a swimming pool. He put the details into my brain directly, right down to their rolls of slick brown fat hanging over their bikini bottoms. God showed me that they were sitting by the pool at the Oakwood, by day, week, or month furnished apartments over in Burbank. I knew that there in the purses the Lord revealed to me in the vision, clear as if they were actually floating in that dark, stinking hallway, that there would be that day's milk and honey. God even gave me driving directions. It was revealed to me that all I had to do was drive down Hollywood to La Brea, turn left, then onto Franklin, go up Highland, past the Hollywood Bowl to Barham, and pull in at the gate with my old Oakwood residence sticker prominently displayed on the dash. I had lived there the first month I came to town when I thought that making it in Hollywood would be easy. That's why I still had the sticker. So the Lord even used the fact that I never cleaned out my car. I couldn't afford to live at Oakwood very long and got my much less expensive room after the seed money the church gave me ran out. After showing me those handbags, God said, "Billy, be my Gideon today." So I did just as the Lord instructed me by laying this passage on my heart. And the Lord looked upon him and said, "Go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have I not sent thee?" Judges 6:17-14. When I got to Oakwood to do what God's servant Gideon did to the Midianites of his day, the Iranian security guard, the same one as when I was living there 3 years before, glanced up from his little portable black and white TV, saw my old Oakwood sticker, "Yes, Jesus," and waved me in. But no Midianites were by the pool. Then, in a flash, I remembered that there were two pools. One God plus one believer is always a majority in any fight. "I will be with you," God told Gideon, and that's all we should ever need to know. The pool I was standing at was down at the lower end of the 20-building apartment village. The other pool, sun deck and jacuzzi and fitness center, was on the other side of the complex at the top of the hill. The Midianite women were there. They were wearing lots of jewelry, the kind they sell on the Home Shopping Network. Little glittery chains like women from India wear when they walk around the Beverly Center with red demonic Hindu dots on their foreheads. The Midianites had purses with initials all over them. I knew the rent was in those handbags, just like God said. "Lord, you have brought me to this promised land of Oakwood. Just help me across it to dry land. Just deliver these daughters of Hagar into my hand," I said. He did. He showed me what to do down to the smallest detail. The upper pool area was empty except for those 3 Arabs who lay oozed out like melting chocolate. One was face down, her worldly brown bottom bulging above and below her depraved copper-colored, way too small bathing suit panties. On top, her straps were unhooked. The 2 other Midianites were face up. I trusted him to keep their eyes closed. I had to name and claim them closed. I couldn't see their eyes behind their rhinestone-mirrored sunglasses. By faith alone, I picked up a garden hose on the shady side of the pool next to the staircase that led to the fitness center. I pointed it at a bush, turned it on full blast, adjusted the nozzle from spray to powerful stinging jet, and waited for the water to get icy cold. Then I whipped around and blasted the 3 Midianites like God said to. If they had thought it was only a joke, the Midianites would have just run to the end of the pool screaming Arab curses. By yelling what God placed in my heart, "Death to Arabs, Israel lives," I convinced them to not just scream Arab curses, but also to run all the way around the pool into the lower hall of F building. Then I dropped the hose, ran around the pool, and grabbed up the Midianites' Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Yves Saint Laurent purses and dashed through the underground parking garage under apartment G and ran out to the parking lot and jumped into my Honda. The engine started right away, which it never did, so right there it proved that I was in the Lord's will. "Praise you, Jesus," I screamed, and I made sure not to accelerate too fast. That would have made the Iranian guard look up from his TV and maybe take down my license number. But when God's hand is on you, everything works out fine, and the gate guard didn't even turn his head.